Death and Passion of Jesus, the Triumph of the Spirit over Pain. Kardec explains that Jesus' physical suffering was real, but it was not the center of his mission. The Master did not come to die, but to teach how to live, and his death was the natural consequence of human misunderstanding in the face of purity and truth. He endured pain with serenity because the spirit completely dominated the body, and his consciousness, united with God's, transcended physical suffering. Thus, the Passion of Jesus is the testimony of the victory of the spirit over matter. Spiritism shows that Christ did not die to redeem others' sins, but to show the path of personal redemption through love, humility, and faith. His sacrifice was moral, not mechanical. The idea of substitutionary atonement is incompatible with divine justice and the law of free will. Each spirit reaps what it sows, but can regenerate through repentance and good deeds. Jesus did not pay for us. He taught us to settle our own debts through inner transformation. Transpersonal psychology explains that Christ's state of consciousness at the moment of crucifixion transcended ego and fear. Instead of resentment, he expressed compassion. "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." This phrase is the pinnacle of spiritual maturity, the full awareness of unity with all beings. Neuroscience confirms that true compassion activates brain centers linked to calmness and emotional coherence, reducing the impact of physical pain. Jesus, in complete harmony with divine love, literally deactivated pain through the power of the spiritual mind. Kardec notes that the death of Jesus was the most beautiful lesson of faith and courage that humanity has ever received. While the body was being wounded, the spirit remained serene, radiating peace to those who were martyring him. This phenomenon is understandable in light of the quantum physics of consciousness. When the mind rises above the material plane, perception shifts, and physical pain becomes irrelevant in the face of the expansion of being. Jesus did not deny suffering, he transcended it. Energy biology teaches that the human body responds to mental and emotional vibrations. During the crucifixion, Christ radiated a field of love so intense that it transmuted pain into spiritual energy. His blood, a symbol of life, represents the fusion between matter and spirit, the definitive bridge between the human and the divine. Each drop shed was a vibration of light and compassion, invisibly healing those around him. Kardec explains that the spiritual meaning of the cross is moral elevation in the face of trials. The heavy timber is the synthesis of human difficulties, and Christ, by carrying it, teaches that no one evolves without effort, but every effort is redemptive when driven by love. The cross is not a punishment. It is an instrument of ascension, and each soul in its journey has its own, not to die on it, but to spiritually rise through it. The physics of resonance shows that high-frequency vibrations organize chaotic systems. Thus, the vibration of Christ at the moment of death harmonized the spiritual field of the earth. It was like a ray of coherence cutting through the planetary magnetism. Therefore, his death had cosmic repercussions. The vibration of a pure spirit reorganized the forces of the planet, opening a new evolutionary era for humanity. Spiritual neuroscience reveals that forgiveness is one of the most powerful mental states. It frees the soul from pain, restores inner harmony, and expands the vibrational field. Jesus, by forgiving those who crucified him, liberated not only himself but all of humanity from the energy of hatred, offering the ultimate antidote to moral suffering, unconditional love. Kardec emphasizes that Christ did not seek martyrdom. Death was a consequence of his moral coherence in a world still trapped in ignorance. He was the sower who accepted to die so that the seed of love could germinate. And that seed flourished, not in temples or doctrines, but in the hearts of those who understand that love is the only way to overcome pain. Modern physics shows us that energy is not destroyed. It only transforms. The same happens with life. Death is a change of state, not an end. On the cross, Jesus demonstrated with serenity and light this universal law. His spirit was not defeated. It triumphed over matter, overcoming fear, hatred, and death. Understanding the death and passion of Jesus is understanding that pain is the school of wisdom and love is its definitive cure. Christ did not come to suffer, but to show that no pain is greater than the strength of the spirit united with God. If this reflection has brought you light and comfort, share it. Because understanding the death and passion of Jesus is recognizing that the cross is just the moment before the resurrection, and love is the law that eternally conquers death.